Hello, this is Lill and welcome to my channel. Let's see what you can get free this time in the Epic Games Launcher. So right now you can get Citizen Sleeper and Robobeat Shoot to the Rhythm. The upcoming Thursday you can get Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition and Void Rot. Citizen Sleeper says it is adventure narration RPG and single player. I guess it's slightly tactical. And we have Robobeat, which says music roguelite shooter, and this one is also single player. It does have controller support. Then the upcoming Thursday one, the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition, it says simulation strategy and single player. And also the upcoming Thursday, the Void Rot one, says action, exploration, platformer, and single player. Also has controller support. Yeah, let's check out the first game there. Alright, let's try Robobeat. Let's go with this one.
The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots and took apart the third, but the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before. It's evolving at an exponential rate, and we have no idea what it's planning to do next. This is serious
So his next move is to dance? I'm not sure. Private area. Right, looks like I am wanted or not. I'm not sure what it said. Oh, it's like Doom view. Like overlay on the left and the right. I didn't see that was a thing in there. Okay, dash. Shift. Slide. Control, that's good. It's so bad if they have it on C. I think at least. Whoa. Some of these scenes are a bit long for how uninteresting they actually look like. Could have been like halved. Halved. Slide. Wait. Oh, was that like a fake door? Ground slam, space and control. Wait, maybe it's... Wait. Was that a ground slam? I got confused. Pick up G. What's G? It's really weird. What do I shoot at? This one? Error. The camera? Play music to continue. T. Sure. It's weird to have it on G though. Shoot on the beat. Oh shit. I'm so bad at this. Wait, okay. Okay, at least it worked. Did I get to pick it up? No, I even hit. No, I'm pressing F. Is it gonna be like a red? I do red gun and the green. I do green guns if they're green people. Or is it? Whoa. Tone deaf? Yeah, pretty much. A hub. The music to continue. Okay. What is over here? I guess it's nothing. Oh no, there is something. Unlocks. Oh, I guess I'll go here later. I guess it wouldn't make much sense for me right now. See. Oh, I don't have any gun yet. I tried to. To charge utility. LBRY. Why don't they have it on F? That's so confusing. What is this? Oh, there's guns. Okay. So we got these ones. High damage at close range. Inflicts critical hits on headshots. Oh, okay. Not that I'm gonna do that much, but let's just see if we can get both of them. Huh. Do I need to shoot every time? Oh, I mean, for rhythm people, they might like this. Oh yeah, and also I'm not hitting the head with this one. Tone deaf Claire. Robobeat. Sure. There you are. Groovy Claire. What? How is that groovy more than the other ones? That was so wrong from the... Oh shit, I went into the dirt. I guess you don't have to do it at like all of the shots all the time, as long as you do it on the beat, but I'm not good at this beat thing. That was too much. I didn't even hit them because I'm concentrating on just the beat. Tone deaf clear. Okay, yeah, I kind of get the point now. Oh, I got a thing. Let's see what this is though. Sap. Bring to workshop to unlock. Spend all blips to open. Alright, G. Bouncer. Unlocks new unique room type permanently that appears during runs. Contains powerful upgrades. Inflicts critical hit when it bounces off a wall or the ground. The item will be unlocked forever. Okay, so I guess this different type of things you can unlock to bring on to the rhythm. They're like a... Oh, there's a bouncer. Okay, let's change that with this one, the one I use the most. Revolver. How do I change it out? A? Oh yeah, up and down? Wait. Oh yeah, I think I did it. I've just been walking in the random rooms. I don't know if this one leads me anywhere. I see something at the bottom there, by the way. So that goes like that. Okay, so I go this and I press R. And then I do this. No. Oh wait, it did get me in. Wait. Shield and revolver. Oh shit, it's shooting at me. So, oh no, I have to block this one. Okay, I get it. Okay. When a counter reaches 0, parry to return projectile dash into any direction. Oh, I could... Oh, okay, so I didn't have to block it. I just needed to click it while I was there, I think. Let's check out the next game. Alright, let's try Citizen Sleeper. I guess I'll do just new game here. Operator. An operator works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned for operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. Okay, engineer work with machines and physical tools. Oh yeah. Okay, so they have like +1 and -1 here. So +1 work with digital interfaces and -1 use strength or strength of will. And the other ones here are also approach problems with awareness, approach a problem head on. And we have this one, which is use strength. So this one is use strength or strength of will, and -1 approach problems with awareness. Okay, so you have 2, I guess, to choose from then. Oh no, you have more. This one is work with machines and physical tools, and minus in approach problem head on. Oh, they also seems to be having some extra thing here. This one, perk, efficient extractor, chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. This one says chance to gain cryo on interlace actions. And this one says Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. Let's just go with is engineer. Machinist. Okay, let's just go with that. Unknown. Where are you? The first thing you become aware of on waking is disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost inseparable, but always present. It is its worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it's like to be real, to be a person, to be a body that has indisputably yours. Think of that body. Forget that body. Can I choose? Oh yeah, I can. Think of that body. A leap into a cold lake on a hot day. The sting of blood welling from fresh wound. The friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. It's like items and data. I don't know exactly what that is. Cryptocurrency is stored in air-bound sticks of memory known as chits. I got 0. The cold slips in behind you, behind and around you, and the sensation fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful of the dulled nature of this new body. Given your current circumstances, the walls of the container feels immediately present, cold hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain at least. In the emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with a banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there's thousands of them. Remember the plan. Remember the others. Remember the others. You remember there were 10 of you. 10 that could no longer withstand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold away everything that could and would ever matter. 10 that would escape, or at least die trying. Some were lost in the shaft. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers. But the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock, even if, in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reach any destination. Wait for the cold. Try to rest. Let's just try to rest. But you are restless. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are dully aware of damage to your legs. Your right arm. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still the need to shut down many of the systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of the impossibility begin to gather. It's time to sleep again, to nudge this false body to inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again to recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Rest. Time passes, your cold creeps further in. Are they cold? You feel something. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sounds too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light, white as the cold, softer and softer until a haze of dirty yellow figure appears. Oh, of a dirty yellow figure. A figure. You are out. Okay. Dragos. Pragmatic salvager. Can I move around? Oh yeah, I can move around my camera. But it looks like I can only, like I can't, like, drag the camera. I can only, like, go up and down, which goes along a path. So, it seems like it goes smack to them up here. Okay. It has been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of this scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ominously curving element of an improvised heater. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond the recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges, where the plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, Sleeper, you all thrilled yet? Almost. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have better performance in Sub-Zero rack. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Oh, this one says, by the way, pragmatic and private salvager. This dude. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech. His headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his bionically linked drones features its rising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. It didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment, or perhaps he is just figuring out what to do with you. I plan to survive. What happened to them? Stay silent. Let's ask what happened to them. He ignores your question. I won't ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation, and I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now, and you are just software. A rogue emulation illegally processing corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells. The promise of a life off-world, but as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not the things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. Oh. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it, but your body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. SNRP wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well, then no one can. You remember that too. Or at least rumors from the other sleepers. Planned... Oh. Ooh. Baking bread. Next episode of Breaking Bread. Gotta get that bread. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence. A built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away, towards the glassy end dome of the yard. The eye is the best place you could be right now. The eye? Station. You see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days. You are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Alright. You head on up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Drago stalks back into the wrecks. His drone's already converging to a rustling halt. Plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Tutorial introduction. Welcome to Erland's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Okay. I guess that one is there. Let me just see if there's anything else now. Okay, end cycle. All cycles need to end, rest, and prepare for the next one. You wake curled up in the corner of the container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. His message is readable but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It is impossible to know. All this, what matters? After all this. Escape. Getting answers. Building a life. Getting answers, maybe? It's all matters. It's all matters. Oh no, it all matters. Okay, so everything matters. Okay, I get it. The past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What SNRP did to you can't be forgotten. You need a way to understanding all this before you can move on. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The question outnumbers the answers. You want to change that, but you'll have to learn to survive first. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container. the mylar blanket and the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electronic stove, and some faded sashes of some desiccated powder. You thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the fluid. As a pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. Constellation of bright polygonal shapes like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it's long after you've finished drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best as you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Yeah. What is this things? Condition. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. It depletes one by one segment each cycle, but you can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you'll suffer a breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition. Know that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Okay. 1. Okay, so that's the top bar. That's the small line there. Action die. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action die. These dice can be used to perform actions of the station. The number of die rolls is based on your current condition. The worse condition, the fewer dice you have. Once you have used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. 3. Energy. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by the energy bar. You can fill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. Okay. If it becomes empty, you'll be starving. When starving, energy loss becomes condition loss, and your condition will also deplete at a double rate per cycle. Okay, so it's at 2 now, so if I didn't eat right now, it would be depleted. Dragus is standing in the corridor when you close up the container. He's still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on the shoulder. It is cash and sensor eyes rapidly rising. How are you feeling? Okay, not good. I'd say okay. The drone chirps. Good to hear. You notice beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Sure. Alright, he nods. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old hulls down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of that comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper you'll be used to the manual labor. And obviously I'll slip you a few checks of commission based on what you turn up. Got it. shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can, and slippers, well, he trails off. But thing being the way that they are for me at the yard, he pauses. I need the help. Happy to. Although there is a question, so let's do why. Things are a little tight, that's all. I owe a little cryo to a client here and there. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. And will do. He nods distractingly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Okay. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. So that was my thing. Do I have... No, I don't have any upgrade points here. Oh. So what do we have? We have 2 there. And 1 over here. Low end gate. Passage to the low end. There goes yard. Decaying scrap yard. Okay. So does it cost anything to go to the lower end? Let's see what it is over there. Pay low end toll. After some spacers caused some trouble in the low end, Yatagan have imposed a toll for entry. No one gets in without paying. Okay, 60 cryo. I don't have that. Oh, I always do that. So I guess I'll do this one then. Tutorial actions. Actions are primarily a way to interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action die to the slot. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy, conditions, or items depending on their outcome. There are 3 types of outcome. Positive, neutral, negative. And we have action dice affect these outcomes as follows. So 100% positive chance, then 50-50 to neutral and positive, and then we have 25% positive, 50% neutral, and 25% negative, and then 50-50 neutral and negative. So I guess there is a chance to do different things there, so let's just continue there. Action displays information about type, risk, level, and skill and modifiers to apply to that action. Type 1, I guess that's over here. Either critical or repeatable. Critical actions can only be performed once. Either safe, risky, or danger, that's this one here. No loss of condition, energy, or cryo. Risky, negative outcome means cryo or energy loss. Danger, negative outcome means condition loss. Neutral outcome means cryo or energy loss. And then we got 3 skill. This one over here. The skill that this action requires, either engineer, interface, endure, intuit, or engage. Modifier either -1, 0, +1, or +2. This is added to the action die whenever the slot and improves its value. Some actions require +1 to perform. Oh yeah, so that's why I had like the +1 on engineer things. Okay. Okay, so we got one that's 50% neutral, 25% good or bad there. 50% neutral, 50% bad, and this one is 50% good or 50% neutral. Okay, so let's see here. Hull dissection. Even the rustiest hull can hide variable components and materials. Extracting them means cutting carefully and skillfully, which is risky. We do have engineer +1 though. Depth call in. Dragos is tied up in something ugly, and if he misses the payment or two, things could get nasty. Back in business. Every salvager knows that there are always just one lucky haul away from their next payday. So both these are repeatable actions. I'm not sure these are clickable? Not sure. I can't click it, okay. So I guess I can drag one of these in here then. So let's do our best die and put it one here. So that's 50% that it will go well or neutral. Oh, actually it adds it one more point, so it's 100% positive. Start action. Actions often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed below the actions that fill them, and they track your actions and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Drago's theft, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. So I see it filled in this one. I'm not sure if I could choose one of these. Any activity, yeah. Displayed on the icon for that location. So I'm curious about why this one got filled and not this one, but maybe I'll understand it better. So it's a repeatable action, so it could still be done more, but it's a bit risky. This one would turn into a 4. I think 4 would still be the same, because it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 and 6. Or 5 is its own, I think. I kind of forgot. But yeah, 1 and 2, I think it was. 3 and 4. Yeah, that makes sense, because I think I remember that. Okay. So what's the difference between doing this one and this one, other than this one is safe? It does say action complete there. Does that mean I couldn't have done it again? Well, let's try the tree over here then. Start action. In Citizen Sleeper, you will unlock drives that you uncover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives and depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and any directed drive will place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goal. Access your drive menu and via arrow buttons at the top left of the screen. Find a doctor. You are now free to explore areas and make life of yourself here. Try tracking a drive to help you survive. Look for food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle at your home when you are out of dice. Okay. Use the mouse wheel or W or S to scroll along the station. Rotate the view with A and D. Oh, so I could rotate. But yeah, now it says input the dice here, so I guess it's every other, maybe? What's this? Yeah, we should probably be fine with this now, and then we could go, maybe out. Oh. Survive. Drive. You need to access the corporate pharmaceuticals. Yeah. So, let's just go... Where's the exit? Leave there. We still got 2 dice left. I need to find a way to eat. Fortuna, wet dock. Old dock terminal. Wet dock. Busting open market. Well, that's a bit fast. Have an edge construction yards. So let's take a look in here then. Hellion Crossing. Merchants willing to run the gauntlet of Hellion systems are rare, but those that do are always return eventually. Don't see any way of doing anything here. Steel dock plans. Having security has to have plans. Stealing them would be the fastest way to get to know this place, but the most dangerous. It's in danger though. The rotunda of the old dock is filled with passageways and concourses leading to all kinds of docking bays. Risky? Well, I shouldn't be doing that with the 1 dice, I'm sure. It takes several cycles to reach the belt, blah blah. Leave. Danger, ask for direction, explore the market, risky. Okay, so I think I have 1 more to click. This one. That's risky and dangerous. Oh shit, okay. So you don't have conditions, but you do have skills. You can get shipbuilder to notice them. You might be in. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by asking nearest yard hand where you take them. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just do the safe ones. I'm gonna get a little bit, like, food, whatever, something. But, from not eating, but toggle tracking. Wait, would I get like actually tracking icon? No, these ones are the same. I think. I'm confused. Is it anything in the... Wait! Oh no, this one has a tracker here I click on. Okay, let's try here though, even though it's a 1. Ask for directions. I guess you can try to explore the market. That's risky but not dangerous at least. 50% neutral, 50% negative. Let's try with 1. Oh, oh no. -1 energy. Lost the crowd. You struggle to keep a sense of direction. You sit in an alley exhausted with no idea where to go. Okay, let's just try this. 50% neutral, 50% negative. Start action. local knowledge plus plus, and I guess it actually filled up here, and I lost some of my money. Yeah, so... Oh, wait. Oh, I guess this is a new text. Lost in the crowd, you struggle to keep a sense of direction. You sit in an alley, exhausted, with no idea where to go. So that was from the first one. And then we have a man corners you with endless stories about the eye. He asks the donation, and desperate to escape, you hand him some cryo. So it didn't actually fill up here, but I used up all my... Oh, wait. Oh, I could have... Well, I guess it might have been from that. Next comes to call an enforcer of the door. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful of the tip-off that the doctor was operating under this place, but now that you're here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcers on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hab blocks, they all have made the long queue a test of your nerve, but your options are few, and without supply of stabilizers, your body will. You suppress a shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. Look inside. Look at the enforcer. Let's look inside. You lean against the door frame and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated by the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see the amber light filtering through the 4 doorways screened with plastic seating beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of the enforcer's palm against the doorway jerks you awake. Wait your turn, he growls. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway, and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro. The enforcer jerks his head, and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright market-sealed roof and the bustling traffic above. And for one moment you are transfixed by the motion. Come sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouette figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. A doctor in the bright market. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink and then quickly regain their composure. Please sit. They gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. Are they just one person or 2 people here? Yeah, I guess I'll end it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a super good day, good evening, or good night. And as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.